welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about Hitman. Hitman is an API tool to develop, test, share, and document APIs for your clients. Means you can test all your APIs, be it a local or server call. You can share APIs within your team to keep everyone up to date. And you can also publish API docs for your clients to consume your APIs to the best of their capabilities. Let's quickly head to Hitman. Okay, so here we are. Now we'll be creating an account first to show you around the process. Okay, create new. Now I'll be creating a test account, the email address and the password. Next, the organization name. Now this is something you have to enter as the company for which you're working. I won't be entering my own company name because I already have an account with it. So let's enter a dummy company, sign up. Okay, so the account has been created and we are here into the application. Now, as you can see, we can find multiple options here. First of all, the environment. You can add multiple environments for your collections, be it on the basis of collection or be it on the basis of live or test or development servers. Then there is this community button, which will take you to the community of Hitman, where you can ask questions around into the team or to the clients who are already there, and this will help you go around through Hitman. If you face any issues, people answer over there. Now there's this history button. Here you get the history of all the APIs that you have hit using Hitman. Then there is an add tab. You can add multiple tabs for performing multiple API trigger operations, and you can toggle through the tabs. You can go through any of the other tabs wherever you want and whenever you want. So I'll quickly close these tabs. Okay. So moving on to collections. It says your collection is empty. I'll add a collection, import, create new, and marketplace. So this gives you three options to add your collection. Now let's head over to import, see what is there. It says socket dock and postman. So you can import your postman collection over here, or if you already have a socket dock, you can import that as well. I won't be importing a collection. Marketplace. Now Hitman has a marketplace where the APIs are already there. If you wish to use some third-party APIs and they're available on the marketplace, you can quickly go to the marketplace and import those APIs. Let's say I wish to import Robly, import. Now this has been imported. So Robly gives me 25 API endpoints. That was the number. Now here are all the APIs that are available in the marketplace for Robly. Create list. Now these are all the parameters, descriptions. Now the description here is to show you around what this parameter is exactly for. So it says API underscore ID and the description says Robly API ID. Okay. If I hit this endpoint, I get the response and it is successful false. So we didn't enter any parameter values, so they are returning the response as fail. Now this is the API endpoint name, group, version, Robly. Okay. Let's quickly add an API documentation for our own company. Collection name, test doc. Website here, it is asking for the website for which you will be creating this API documentation. So let's say I am the owner of the documentation for testapi.com. So I'll enter the website, description for testing purpose. Here you enter your own description for the collection. This will help you through in the future whenever you are going through the collection. Submit. And now it says add your API version. Okay. Now version is something that helps you maintaining the changes. Now how it helps? Some of your clients must be using your APIs already. And if you're creating a new API for the same function, then making changes to the already made API will affect their system. So instead of making changes to the already made API, you create versions. So that is the reason we are asking for the versions directly in the very first step. Add version, version name, and let's say this is version 1, and my version 1 URL is v1.testserver.com. Okay, submit. Okay, now it is asking to add a group. Group is basically a categorization of your API endpoints. Let's say you must be having multiple APIs for different functions for performing different actions. You can categorize them in different groups. So this will be my first group. Let's say send SMS. Okay, submit. Now it is asking for the endpoint name. So I'll give the endpoint name as test SMS, add endpoint. Okay. So this has opened a new tab. It is the method get, post, put, patch, delete. You can change this to any of your requirement. Then there is this version URL which has been already entered. Now here you can add your endpoint. Let's say it is test SMS dot php or something. If I change the method to post, it gives me the option to add a body. Now body can be anything: HTML, JSON, XML, JavaScript, or whatever you wish. There is the authorization option available. You can use basic authorization and OAuth 2.0. Headers, you can add all the headers over here. You can click send to run the API, and you can save this endpoint for the changes that you have made. Now we'll be quickly testing the API, an actual API, I would say. Let's copy this endpoint. I'll close this tab. Okay, so send. Here's the response: no authorization provided. Okay, we haven't added the body. I'll add the body quickly. JSON, save. Now, as you can see, there is an option of publish API documentation. Now, what this will allow us to do is this will allow you to publish all the endpoints that you wish to make public. Let's say I have multiple endpoints. I can quickly click on this option, and all the endpoints which I have will be selected. Since we have only one endpoint, it is showing one itself. Next, it is a form here to fill in the details of your API documentation. Let's say the title, this is the brand name. So your documentation is for test server. This will be the name of the API documentation, test server. Now it is asking for the domain on which you will be hosting the documentation. It will need me to point the A record of the domain to this IP address. I won't be adding the domain here. Favicon, whatever logo you want to add, you can upload it or either use a URL. Then it is asking for the theme. You can choose your brand color. Let's say you have a theme of violet, you can choose violet. Then the CTA. CTA is something which will give a connection to your website. Let's say you want to take the user or redirect him to the pricing page from your API documentation. You want to give some other links, you can add them in the CTA. I'll add a sample link here and name it pricing. Save. Okay. Okay. So this is asking me to publish the endpoint first and then publish the collection. Now, why it is asking me to go through a two-step process? Because I already requested to publish the endpoint first from the collection itself. The reason behind is the developer who has created the API, he can request you to publish those APIs, but he cannot directly publish them because as an auditor, you would be needing to check if an API has sufficient information to suffice the need of the client or everything entered is correct or not. So that is the reason there is a two-step process. So only the admins of the organization can publish or take actions on the API documentation. So I'll quickly publish this, okay, and publish the collection. Now, as you can see, the info here has changed. It shows me the URL on which my API documentation is being hosted right now, the public endpoint count, and the public pages count. Pages is something where you add some information around the API documentation or a group or an API endpoint to let people know or to let clients know what this API endpoint can do, what this API is all about, what is this collection all about. You can add FAQs or things like that. I'll quickly go to the API documentation. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so it has added in CTA pricing, the URL and the body which was added there. Now, since you're auditing and you're looking if all the sufficient information is provided to the user, since we published the API documentation without any information, let's head back, add a description. I'll take a dummy description. Let's see if they have something. Overview. Okay. I can also use the, okay, save. Now, talking about additional information, this was just the description of the API endpoint. Additional info, if you wish to add some notes, auth key is important. The APIs won't work without them, or whatever description or additional information you wish to add. Save. Now, these changes won't directly go live on your API documentations because, as I said, you will be executing or administrating the changes. As you can see, here is an edit requested. Okay, I'll publish this. Now, okay, so the description I added has been shown here, and the note which was added is given here in the documentation. Okay, so this was it about Hitman. If you have any questions, you can simply drop them in the comment section and we'll be happy to answer them as soon as possible.